Yes, father confirm, it's your boy Foxy P in the building. I like your boy. The chopper of them and the fryer of plantain. Yes, 1995, 1999 Gidigbo champion. First Igbo governor of Lagos State. Baba say yes, he can say yes, we fit. Yes, father confirm. Yes, father confirms. Your top Foxy P in the building. I like your boy, chopper of them and the fryer of plantain. Chilling right here on the set of Africa Today show. Ginger. I want to give a big shout out first of all to all of you who are watching Africa Today show in 2017. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. You made it into the new year. Go pro Biko, clap for yourselves. Because you did an excellent job, you did an amazing job. But anyways, let's jump into this week because things have been happening in Africa crazy. Today's episode, I really wanted to focus on the things that have happened in Africa in 2016 that we want to leave in 2016. There's a lot of things that I want to leave in 2016, things that I don't want to experience in 2017. I'll be the first to let you know that since I've been born, I always looked at odd number years as kind of like makeup years, where I don't really pay too much attention to what's going to happen because I look at it like it's an odd number year. I prefer even numbers. Even seems more rounded. Even seems more content. Almost the same way some people look forward to a leap year, or they look forward to an Olympic year or a World Cup year. It's always even number. Good things happen in even number years. Odd number years, I'm not saying bad things happen to them, but it's just kind of like, meh, nobody's really counting. So there's certain things that happened in 2016 that I want to leave in the past year. First thing I want to leave in 2016, this whole idea that every single time that the Nigerian army go and fight our own Boko Haram and they're able to defeat them in whatever kind of skirmish or battle or whatever, and they'll come out and say yes, they've been vanquished. I don't want to hear it anymore, brother. Unless you are coming out with Shekau, Boko Haram's head, I don't want to hear about it. Don't even come to tell me. If somebody send it to you on GPS, do not even go there. Foxy P is not there. I'm not your tenant. I am not your roommate. Do not even give me that information. All I want to know is the fact that Boko Haram has been integrated into the society. Whether people are going to kill all their leaders, whether people are going to bomb all their people, whether people are going to kill all the fighters, whether they're going to absorb them into the community, I don't care. Don't tell me Boko Haram has been vanquished. I don't care. All I want is no more bombing, no more killing of innocent people, no more of the raping and the pillaging. Another thing I want you guys to leave in 2016. This idea that somebody's getting married, they didn't invite you. You didn't get no kind of invitation. Nobody told you to come. Maybe because of the way you've been behaving in the past. Maybe because of the way they look at you and they think that you're going to behave in a bad way in the future. They say, you know what, you might seem like my friend, but you're not my friend, you're my acquaintance. Acquaintance is acquaintance to people that do not understand the way illiterates speak. Acquaintance, yeah. If they don't look at you and they feel like you should come to their wedding, don't just be showing up to the wedding. When you show up there acting like you're somebody's +3. +3 is not a club. The only thing they're going to give you, wedding, they invite you +1. They're not inviting a +3. So you're not becoming, because you were able to get a small strip of the adire. And you can tell them, maybe the ashebi is like a pink, kind of like ashebi, all through with different patterns. They will now go and use black dress and now sew one black dress and then now put one strip of the ashebi on their arm. Talking about like, well, I'm in the Ashrebi, I was able to wear the pink gele. No, nigga, you were not invited. Why are you there? What are you doing? Also, we have to leave this in 2016. I hate the idea of ex-boyfriends or ex-girlfriends showing up at people's weddings. I feel like it's wrong. If somebody breaks up with you, that means that me and you have ended everything on a romantic parole. Yeah, we can see each other in the street and we can hail each other. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Compliments of the season and keep it moving. But you can't be going to that person's wedding because now you're putting yourself in a situation where we're suspecting you. If anybody finished eating that food at that wedding and they have running stomach, the first thing they'll be thinking is, wow, my ex-girlfriend was there. Was she ever close to the bucket of jollof rice? My ex-girlfriend was there. Was she ever close to the tray of the goat meat? My ex-boyfriend was there. Did he ever move anywhere with the Hennessy bottle? Things like that. Don't go. Don't attend. Why do you take it upon yourself? I don't care if you are not even an official girlfriend or boyfriend. Maybe you're just a side chick or a side nigga. Because these days, that side husband, side boyfriend, side nigga thing is going extreme. There's a lot of guys that believe that in their spirit and in their soul, they are better suited to be somebody's side nigga, where they just get that text at 3:15 a.m. come through, and then they just go through and get and then they dip out. All of a sudden, I hear the baby's getting married. You're now showing up. They'll now be shaking the husband. Oh, your wife is such a sweet woman. Oh, yes. You're so lucky. And enjoy. And guys looking at you like, baby, who's this? Another thing I want to live in 2016. This whole idea that you can have an election in which you're supposed to select your new leader for your government. And then you have people who they've been voted out, but now believe that they want to do court case. Or maybe they didn't win the election and now want to go into court case, be doing all kind of tribunal, spending the time that the government and the people can be using to move forward with a new government. You see what's happening right now in Gambia. That's related to what I'm saying. We also have the same thing happening in Nigeria, where they've done multiple elections, Bayelsa State, Rivers State, constantly. Nobody care. If you lost the election, you lost the election. You should have rigged better, confirmed. Also, I want to leave the whole idea that somebody that stole money that was recently released from prison is coming out and then they're doing big parade for the person. What are you trying to tell me? You have the situation there in Nigeria where we have somebody that has stolen money. The extent that the Nigerian government could not even jail him, they could not even put charges against him. It was when they now went to London, they were not able to prove that, yo, my nigga, like, this money that you have, we can claim, we can show that this money was gotten illegally. And then the guy has now done his jail term, got released recently. And all of a sudden, everybody in Nigeria is jumping up and down talking about like, oh, we're so happy that he's out. So happy that he's out. How? How are you happy? What's so exciting about that? The fact that you were a criminal. You were jailed by a foreign country. Where a foreign country were the ones that were now able to punish you for things that you've done. It's almost like a child that was born in a home and you now misbehaved. But your own parents could not do anything. But it's the OPC members that are outside on the street were the ones that now caught you and now flog you with cane. And you're now coming home and your parents are now embracing you like the prodigal son that came home. Come on now. What does that say about us as a people? Things I want to live in 2016. The fact that some people can dedicate themselves as athletes. Whether you're playing soccer, whether you're doing basketball, whatever it is that you're doing. You now go and represent your country. And your country now refuse to pay your bonuses. We saw that happen with the Nigerian Falcons. Super Falcons, they went and won the African Women's Soccer Championship. And at the end of the day, the Nigerian government not only could not pay their bonuses, they could not even pay them for being in the competition, like the day in, day out upkeep payment, just for them to be eating food. To the extent that the ladies now had to now stay in the hotel in which, after they won the competition, they had to stay in the hotel for an extra amount of time because they were like, yo, we can't leave because you're not giving us our bonuses. And our sports minister came out with his own mouth. The mouth that has been using to eat palm kernel and roasted plantain, to come out and say that we did not expect these women to do so good. We didn't expect them that they were going to win this championship, so we did not budget to pay them these bonuses. Come on now, that don't make no sense. The whole idea that when the new year comes up, everybody's going to be tweeting, going to be going on Instagram, social media, talking about new year, new me. It's been the whole you since the beginning of time. You did not change, your name did not change, your age did not change, your size did not change. Some of you gained weight, you might want to lose that weight, who cares? Nobody cares. Size is just something that poor people worry about. I've never seen any rich man or rich woman that's ever been like, damn, I need a six-pack. In fact, if you have a six-pack in Nigeria or in Africa, they will not even vote for you in an election because they look at you and be like, this is six-pack. It's probably hungry. Because if you look at this thing, the only people that have six-pack are people that do manual labor. They are farmer, mechanic, vulcanizer. These are the people that have six-pack. But politicians, they have to have that big one-pack belly to show that they're eating good and they're living good, confirm. Another thing that I want to leave in 2016 is this whole idea that women or men believe that this is their year to marry. What do you mean it's your year to marry? If you don't already have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, someone that you're building a future with, how would you just believe that out of nowhere somebody's just going to show up, meet you, talk to you, you start dating, you engage, and you marry in 1 year? You don't even know who that person is. A lot of times they want to give you biblical references, forgetting that the Bible is just a set of rules for you to live your life by. Because if you look at things, Adam himself, now they say, well, God just presented Eve to Adam and they married in less than a day. Adam and Eve never married. You know why? Because Eve came from his rib. His rib was inside his body. So he already knew his body before it came out. And still yet ended up being the person that now misled him, telling him to eat that apple. I don't think I want to live in 2016. This whole idea of matchmaking. Don't let yourself be matchmade with anybody. If anybody wants to introduce you to somebody, let them introduce you to somebody. Then you guys can start whatever you want to start. But always believe that you yourself have the right. You're well educated, whether you're a man or a woman. You're well educated, you're in a position where you yourself can decide who you want to be with. So don't think because, oh, this is my uncle who I love so much is the one that introduced me to this woman, and I'm going to feel so bad if I tell you this girl is too fat or too skinny or too tall or too short or too dark skinned, or she's not educated enough, or she's not making enough money, or she's not my type of person, she's not able to meet me on an intellectual level. So because of that, I'm just going to go with the flow. Before you know what's happening, engagement has happened. Don't do that. Don't take because of somebody else. I'm also going to tell you something that's going to live in 2016. The parental pressure that you be getting to be married. For why? Let me tell you a secret. Your parents have already been married for 30, 40 years. They good to go. Regardless of what you think, whether they want you to marry somebody that they believe lived across the street from them and is the right wife for you. If you're lucky, you're going to have 10 more years with your parents. Maybe 20. If you're absolutely lucky, maybe 30 more years. But you have 50 years with that person. So which one is more important to you? Is it a 10, 15 years or 20 years of making your parents happy, your parents who you see 2 times a year? Or is it somebody who is going to come live with you for 50 or 60 more years from now? Who's just going to make your life a living hell? And nothing that I want to stop in 2016, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is the whole judgment we'll be having against people who are gay, bisexual, transsexual, whatever. That person is not affecting you. I see a lot of guys, usually, I believe that guys are way more homophobic than women. I don't even know why. I don't know. Maybe that's the first question. Why is it that it seems like African men are more homophobic than African women? I don't understand. You see a lot of guys be like, oh, this is gay guy. I don't like him. I can't even, don't come close to me. Oh. Who wants you? You as a man, don't you have certain kind of women that you're attracted to? What makes you believe that just because a guy is gay, he wants you? He wants to climb you. He don't want you. He don't need you in his life. You, that half of your face is not even looking like the other half. Looking like something that just panel beat together. Come on now, he don't need you in his life. So why, because of that, you're not be feeling all kinds of ways, insecure, when you're right next to a gay guy? Maybe you yourself have some latent homosexuality inside of you. Have you ever thought about that? If you did bath for money, bath for money. If you did bath for night, bath for night. But don't take because somebody's bathing in the middle of the day to not judge the person and the person not doing the right thing. Ginger. And I think I want to live in 2016. The whole idea that just because I didn't come to church last week, all of a sudden I come to church this week, and then the pastor will be looking at me like, We want to give a shout out and appreciate all the people that were able to make it to church this weekend. Brother Yanni, thank you for coming this time. It's good to see you here. I shall be spreading the new member brochure. And when they see, they'll be like, sir, get up now. I'm like, no, I'm a member of this church. No, but you haven't come in over a month. My nigga, I'm working. Just because you don't see me in this church every week, you don't mean I don't love Jesus. So it's your turn. Let me get your own opinion. What else do you think we should leave in 2016? Leave your answer in the comment section below. And I think I want us to leave in 2016. This whole idea that because people don't have enough money to pay for tuition, they're going to drop out of college. That's not going to happen to any single person that I know. I have to put that upon myself. I know God in heaven will be able to support me to make this thing happen. And I need you guys to help. Because we're going to set up this scholarship and it's going to be so beautiful. We're going to give away 2 scholarships. One for guys, one for women. And it's going to be $1,000 scholarship for a whole semester. They're going to get $1,000 to be able to do things. And to be able to win that scholarship, all they have to do is they have to go on social media. I prefer Instagram because that's pretty much out there. You can actually see what they're saying. Instagram, if you want to use Notepad, use it. If you want to write it out, write it. However you want to document it. Tell us how you intend to use your degree to better the life of people in Africa. This scholarship is only available to people in the United States. I say United States for tax purposes. I don't know what it would take for us to be able to send this dollar to Canada or to send this dollar to India or Pakistan or whatever. Also, the fact that I went to school in the United States of America, so I know I can verify things. We don't want any 19 boy to claim that he's going to a school somewhere in Bangalore, India, and we can't even, call the school to find out whether he actually does go to school. I know we can do it. We're doing it for the young children. Think about it like this. If we have 2 people that give $1,000, that's the whole scholarship done. If we have 4 people that give $500, that's the whole scholarship done. So let's do this. Let's do it so it can make sense. It's a beautiful thing to give back to the community. I'm telling you, people will never ever forget you. Never ever forget you for giving back. Make sure you follow me on social media, The Fox himself on Instagram, The Fox himself on Twitter, and also Africa Today Show page on Facebook. Make sure you subscribe to this show. Make sure you share this video to your friends and family. Let's grow this thing. It's a beautiful thing. Right now, I believe we have almost like 1,600 subscribers. I believe we can hit 10,000 before the end of this May. So I know we can do 10,000 subscribers is our goal before the end of May, and I know we can do this. I know you guys have been supportive, and I appreciate your support. But please, let me be seeing you put tweets in. Let me be seeing that Twitter thing going. Take the link and put it on there on your Twitter. Let people come and watch this thing. Let the views be exploded. Let more people be enjoying the Africa Today Show. Don't be greedy. Let your friends and family enjoy this too. If you guys support me strong, by the end of this week, I'm going to launch Africa Today Show podcast. I'm saying a lot of things that I'm going to do, and I'm saying them out there whole-hearted. So that way, if I don't do that, you can call me out on it. But I believe in my own self. There's a reason why I did not do this 2017 show when 2017 started. I had to give myself that time to prepare myself mentally and physically. And now that I know I'm the man for the job, and yes, I know we can do it. I also want to give a shout out to Israel, all the way from South Africa, who sent us an email. I'll be telling people, reach out to me. Twitter, The Fox himself. Instagram, The Fox himself. Snapchat, comedian Foxy P. Go on our Africa Today Show page on Facebook, or send an email to africancomedians@gmail.com. Let us know how this show has touched you. Reach out to me. He sent me an email, beautiful email, encouraging me, gave me his phone number, and I called the guy, and he was like, yo, I can't even believe that you called me. I was like, why wouldn't I call you? You reached out to tell me how much you love the support and everything that I've done. And I was like, yo, the least I could do is call you. Shout out to Rachel as well, who lives out there in Jersey, watching Africa Today Show. She came out to the show that I went there and did. And also, Monique Niger Jams. This is a guy who I've known for a while now from my old website, Niger Youth. It was a forum that I set up in 2005. Thank God for that. And since then, we've just been like keeping email communication back and forth. And out of nowhere, this someone who's been watching Africa Today Show is always leaving comments. What's Monique's name on Africa Today Show? I'll probably write it down and I remember it. But anyways, on YouTube, he has a different name that he uses. So he's always like leaving comments here and there, watching the videos and giving me things to support me. He also was the one that designed the logo. This logo that you're seeing here, he's the one who designed it. So the Africa Today Show logo, he's the one who designed it. And I didn't even ask him for it. He just sent me like 7 or 8 different versions. Said use whichever one you like, about 3-4 years ago. So this guy's always been supportive, but I've never met this guy in person. So out of nowhere, he just hit me up and said, look, I'm coming to Baltimore. Me and my wife are going for a birthday party and I wanted to link up. So not only was I able to go out to dinner with him, him, his wife, Amama Jr., but also he came into the studio and he was able to sign the wall. It's so amazing. He said this is called an infinite knot. So he keeps going and keeps going, keeps going. He signed the wall here. His wife Nadia signed the wall as well. It was absolutely beautiful. So shout out to Moni for coming through. Any single person, if you ever send me any kind of message, and if you're coming to Baltimore, Maryland, I will make sure that you're able to come to the house and come sign the wall in the studio. Please, let me also put this out there. If you're not somebody who has been supporting this show for a while, I've never seen you leave a comment, I don't know who you are, don't email me and tell me you're coming to Baltimore and I want to come sign this wall. Because I don't know who you are. This is my private house, the personal house. I don't know if ISIS is the one that sent you here. I don't know if you're one of the Buhari people that want to come and cut my head off. I don't know where you're coming from. So it's not just for anybody. If I haven't seen you in commenting on a regular basis, my nigga, you are not coming to my house. So make sure you're leaving your comments. Make sure you're saying supportive things. Make sure you're putting it out there that you love Africa Today Show. It's only because of you that this show can grow. 2017 is our year. I've taken it upon myself and said, as long as I have the breath in my lungs and I have the ability, I'm going to do this show on a daily basis, where I just tell you guys what's going on in Africa from a tactical perspective. I might talk about things that are happening in Africa. I can talk about things that are happening here in America from an African perspective. But please believe you're going to be seeing my face on more regular. If you don't see it on youtube.com/Africa Today Show, you can also go to facebook.com/Africa Today Show. We also recently bought the domain africatodayshow.com. So, my brother, we're about to tear things to the next level. As we talk whenever we end this show, anything we don't die in a Voltron. And when in doubt, STB. Cheers.